In a lot of ways, we're the little show that could. The challenge that was issued by bringing the show back with a lesser budget and with less time is significant. And here we are, getting it done in the 13th episode. Like, it's really, really impressive.
And then you stop, that's it. Right, exactly like that. For the finale, I had been thinking about it for so long. You know, it just seemed cathartic because I got to direct it.
In any circumstance, it's great to have the showrunners up here because to have the brain here on set is always helpful. But then there's also something just right about having, you know, our guy take us across the finish line.
It was really nothing short of a small miracle to get it done in that amount of time.
It feels like it is a perfect conclusion to the journey. I couldn't have wished for better, which is a great way to be able to finish a series.
It sort of came upon us really quickly. I can distinctly remember going, oh man, there's only like 4 days of shooting left. And then all of a sudden it's like the night of the last night.
I just want to go back to before.
Dunham, I don't think you can.
All right, I've got everybody here. Here we go. Okay.
5 years ago, those spider webs weren't here. but I was still here in this lab. I walked open the door and I saw it for the first time in years, and I said, so much has happened here and so much is about to. Opening lines in the lab from the pilot.
Well, tonight is the last night of shooting on Fringe, which is monumentous and sad and beautiful all at the same time. Where all these great characters that we spent 5 years with are going to sort of come to an end, and I have to sort of come to grips that I'm not going to be able to write for them anymore, which is very sad. And from the top?
The magnet is on the truck as you requested.
If you'd like, I can help you construct the device.
There's just a lot of emotions, you know. It's so complicated, and you're excited, but you're also sad. And if I weren't so tired, I'd probably be a little bit more sentimental about it. But we're just so tired, and we're just hoping that we can, you know, finish.
I thought there was another line. Another line before that. Checking out.
I'll be fine until they say, all right, and that is a show wrap on Jessica Nicole. And then they're going to clap. And
all right, ladies and gentlemen. Outside. Yes. Parking lot. Take care of Jessica Nicole for the series of Fringe.
It surprised me. And I'm like, oh my God. It's Jessica Nicole's last shot on Fringe. She will never, ever utter another line as Astrid.
Thank you guys so much. I will remember you forever. Absolutely forever. This has been such an amazing experience.
All right, folks, we are moving on to our last scene in Walter's lab. It's a wonderful scene between...
I'll say when it's the last thing. We'll just keep shooting.
I love it. Let's go. Let's keep going.
What are they going to do? Shut me down? You know, we had some really emotional scenes in this episode, and you know, those guys were holding back this incredible flood of emotion, and I think that the fact that it's the end, you know, really sort of played into those, you know, those moments.
It's about changing fate and hope and protecting our children.
I got to be in John Noble's last take on Fringe, and that's the best reward I can think of.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, series wrap.
It's been a wonderful way way to go out because even though it's been quite tough, the finale's been, we knew that it was incredibly special.
More than anything, I feel really fortunate that I met these people and that they have been a part of my life and that they will always be a part of my life in some kind of capacity. That's pretty special.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Torf.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, so much. I don't know where to start. I mean, it's been a really long time. I'm a different person. Thank you, and I really do love you all, so.
Yeah.
You know, the things that you love you take with you, the people that I love I'll see again, so there's no sadness there. Oh. That's it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fringe, and we are wrapped. Thanks, buddy.
This community, this band of people that we've had together for the last 4 years, this becomes something that is entirely unique, completely ours. The good and the bad and the rain and the laughter and the joy and the sadness, all those things that go into a 5-year experience. Anybody on this show could bump into each other 10 years down the line and you just see each other and you just instantly know. I was there too. You and me have this in common forever.
Is a wrap.
The name of the show, Fringe, is literally the place where hopefully the series will exist in every way but viewership. There's no way that the show would have ever stayed on the air if the fans hadn't been as, vocal and committed and wonderful as they've been. And every time someone tells me that they're a fan of Fringe, I just feel this, desperate gratitude to them because they are the reason that the show was allowed to stay on and these characters were allowed to sort of, fulfill their promise.
This is a case where the little guy won because of all these like-minded people who want to tell stories of great passion and connection and stuck with it and refused to let it die.
My grand hope is that while we're going off the air and our contribution to the Fringe world is coming to an end, I actually hope that it lives on. There is a whole community of fan fiction and there's a whole community around the show and it becomes a possession of everybody who's stuck with it for all those years and they can do with it as they please.
This has been a love story, and it's been, despite all of the hardships that our characters have gone through, that love has triumphed and family has triumphed. So if that's the story that we've left behind, then I'd be a very proud man.
I owe such a debt to Fringe. It was an incredible, incredible experience. I don't know if I'm ever going to get a chance to tell in stories in this manner again.
Yeah, of course it's the way that you expected it to end, like happily ever after. That's what's beautiful, is that these people don't live in the real world. They live in your minds and they live in your imagination, and the reason you watch shows is so that you can hope. And I think that at the end of the day, that's what Joel was trying to say, is that there is hope.